to a little bit further south. That way, those two trails come together. And they're both pretty major trails, so there's a lot of traffic that comes through here. Like that way is toward Mexico, and this way is, toward the States. Last year I was with a group, and we found this guy up the trail, up that way and off the trail a little bit. He was in pretty bad shape. He'd twisted his knee pretty badly, and he had run out of water. But he was doing more or less, he wanted to keep going. He didn't want to be taken out or anything. His name was Enrique, and he was a maker of guitars. He hand-built guitars. He was from some city somewhere in Mexico. I forget where exactly, where that was the trade of the town. And so we had a whole bunch of food and water. And Steve, who I'm not sure if any of y'all met, but who's out here a lot of the time, he told Enrique, he was like, okay, what you want to do? He's like, just sit right here and kind of stash all this food and water somewhere. And when a new group comes, be like, okay, I've got all this food and water that y'all can have, but y'all gotta take me with you, and that was kind of and I was a little skeptical. I was like, oh God, I hope they don't just I hope it works out for him. He was a really nice guy, he kept talking about how much he wanted his wife's cooking, and he wanted us to call his wife, because he had been by himself for, I think, 2 days, so he was several days behind schedule of when he was supposed to call her, and he was like, I'm sure she's terribly worried about me, so can you call her and just tell her I'm in this kind of sub-ideal situation by myself. I'm alive. So we were like, okay, we'll do that. And we told him, okay, we'll come back tomorrow and see if you're still here and see if you need anything else. And if you leave, can you leave a note in the box for us, just so, we know that at least at that point that you were okay. So we came back the next day, and there was a little baggie in the box with a little note that just said, "Me fui, gracias." I left, thank you, So for maybe a week after that, we're just like, oh God, I wonder what happened to Enrique. Did he make it? Did he get deported? What? Oh, is he okay? What's the deal? Is he gonna be able to make more guitars? And about a week after that, we got a call from his wife back, to somebody's cell phone that said that he had finally called her and that he was I think he was going to California, but he had made it, basically, and, and she had just wanted to pass that on to us.